Hello darlings, welcome to Tammy and Tiara's. Join me this week as I discuss Lucy and what's going to be the outcome for her long-term health. While I tell you that I'm between projects, we all know what that's like to be BP. So I'm deciding on what to work on next. And it's been a lovely week weather-wise here in beautiful Ballarat. So sit down and let's have a chat. Hello darlings and welcome this week. I want to welcome all my beautiful new subscribers, all my lovely returning subscribers that leave me comments. Thank you so much, so much. It really does mean so much to me that you interact with me here on YouTube in our friendship circle. So how have you all been? Well, I hope you've had a good and happy week wherever you are in the world. And I hope that you've looked after yourself first, because that's the most important person. If you look after yourself, then everything else can just flow into place. But you can't give to others until you've given to yourself, remember that. So, this week has been, you can yawn. Lucy, you can yawn. You can have a complaint. It has been decision time making for what to do with Lucy. Well, we are administering tough parental love. It's not easy. Because you know how much Lucy loves her toys. She loves the ball, she loves the park, and we've had to stop her from all of those. So it's not been good, has it, Lucy? Oh yes, she can yawn about it because that's what she's been doing. A lot of sleeping and resting because that's what she needs to do at the moment, according to the vet. So we've got her on Foresight. I think it's Foresight, something like that. That's a natural supplement that's a liquid that we put on her food to help with her joints. And she has a pain relief daily at the moment because we did experiment and we did still take her to the park and limit and all of that. And her limp was terrible. It wasn't really the limp, it was she was biting her kneecap all the time. I said to Bert, well, we have to stop that. So all the toys have been put up. And I sit on the floor and we play soccer together, don't we, Lucy? Where I just hit it to her with my hand and she pushes it back with her nose. Very clever. I'll try and get Bert to film it. So that's what we're doing. Yes, lots of kisses. Oh, lots of kisses from you. I know, I love you too. So that's what's ongoing with Lucy. We have to look after her because otherwise, what's the alternative? We don't want to think of it. So I think she's in good hands at the moment. Yes. There you go, you can sit down now. Good girl. You sit next to Mummy. So I do hope you made yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a cool drink if you're in the hotter weather at the moment. It's getting to the end of autumn here and here I am still in the beautiful garden because the weather's still delightful here in beautiful Ballarat. I can't believe how lucky we've been this year with autumn. It's been gorgeous. Please excuse any background noises. It's always noisy when I film outside. No, Lucy, you're not allowed to jump. I just have to lift her down, guys. Good girl. So, like I said, I've finished some projects. What have I finished? The baby blanket is finished. It has been blocked. It is so soft because there's something about the blocking that lets the fibres come loose. So you can sort of see the pattern. It's turned out really, really well. I'm happy with it. I think little fingers still will get stuck in it. But usually they're tightly swaddled when they're first born. And I know that Philip and his wife, they really baby their babies. So it'll be fine. It won't be sort of suffocating to little babies' fingers. They won't let that happen. So it's super soft and I'm so happy I spent the money on the wool because you can feel it. You can feel it and it washed up beautifully. And I air dried it on the floor overnight on top of a quilt. And you know, I did that and now it's just sort of still air drying in my laundry. So that will be packed up and sent to him because I like them to be there and ready for when Bubby comes. So it's a decent size. I'm very pleased. That's got 400 grams of 4-ply baby wool crocheted on a 275 hook, 325 hook. So on a pretty small hook, Took a long time, but there it is, it's done. And of course I did make a little chain to put around it, crocheted a little chain to go around it. I'm sure Philip will find that great fun to pop in the bin, but it doesn't matter. It's all about the presentation, isn't it, darlings? So that's done. I did the hat. I'm happy with the hat. I'm happy with it. Look, Jojo, I have a cuff. Look at that. Serious Russian, isn't it? It's just so gorgeous. I love the colour. Hasn't been cold enough to wear it at the moment, but I know it will get that cold. So it's going to be very sad for me because I'll have to do walks around the park solo because I do it for me too, unless I put her in the pram. That's about all I can do. And just keep her in the pram. I'll give it a go. So those two are done. So what next? Well, I'm not sure what to work on next. I've got lots of things I can do. I've got a pattern here that I bought online that I seen one of my beautiful people had made, Mousy Podcasts, and absolutely loved it. So I went ahead and purchased the pattern for this. And I'm going to make that out of an 8-ply yellow wool that was gifted to me from Anna Marie. So that's what I'll do with that one. So that's one project that I have to start. And then the second project I'm going to start, it's just a little project, because Simone's got a new little puppy dog. I'm going to knit her some collars for Izzy. And Zach is an avid Richmond supporter, as you can imagine. So I'm going to knit a yellow and black collar for her. This one here, it's called a scarf. I'm going to knit that for her in yellow and black. So that's what I'm going to do for Isabel. And I'm going to do her also a red one. So I'll see if they go okay on her, and if she'll tolerate them, then me being me will do her one in every colour that you can imagine, so Simone doesn't have to worry about it. Because I like Lucy to have a collar on through the day, but I don't like the hard ones. I like it to be soft. And so the knitted ones are perfect because they stretch with her. It's really good. So I really like them. Super easy to make. So I'm going to work on those. I have to tell you that I had one of the happiest moments happen to me this week. I was going into the craft shop, so darn special, and there was a lady coming that had a walking frame, so I held the door open for her and let her in. And behind her was another lady, so I said, here you go, in you go. And then behind her was a young girl, and I said, come on, sweetheart, you might as well go in. And she said, I know you. I follow you on YouTube. So hello, Rose, if you're watching today. It was lovely to meet you, lovely to give you a hug, and to realise that the numbers out there are actual people. Thank you so much. So have a lovely day, Rose, won't you, darling? Now, I wanted to talk about something, darlings, that affects a lot of us, I think. And, you know, the things that you have to do when you've got mental health issues like I do, it's really, really easy to overthink things and to continually think that you've done the wrong thing, that people will come in and out of your life because you're the one that prevents them from staying continually. It's so, so hard to realise that sometimes it's not you, and you have to let people come in and you have to let them go out. And the biggest thing that you have to do is not blame yourself and think, well, what did I do? Why have they chosen not to be in my life now? Because this happens to me a lot, and it's very, very sobering. What can I do? There's nothing I can do. You can't change people. They are who they are. And when your children are little, you think that you'll have them forever. But when they're adults, it's a privilege to have them. But you have to be gentle on yourself, don't you? And forgive yourself. You might have mucked up. You might have done something. But sometimes it's not you. It could be that they are having an issue, that they just are so overwhelmed that you can't help them anymore. So what do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back into my world. And this is my world. And I'm just going to do what I always do. My knitting, my crocheting, my cooking, my cleaning. and live my life the way that I want to live it and be happy with what I've got. Because you have to be content with what you've got. That's the most important thing to learn in life. Hello, darling.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello, sweetheart.
What are you yakking about?
Oh, darling, I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, I was just thinking, maybe we should put a tiara on you. It can be Tanny and Bert in tiaras. I've got 13 you can pick from. Wouldn't you like
You
that?
got nice little red pointy ones?
Oh, you want a devil tiara? Oh, for goodness sake. Hi, darlings. Here's Bert. He's come out with his coffee to join me. So come here, sweetheart. We've got matching minion cups, of course.
Yes.
There we go.
But Tam's got hers.
I've got mine because mine is like, whatever. I go with the flow. So Bert's just had some news on his hand and I want to let you know what happened. Bert?
Lucy. Yeah, she's been playing up a bit. The fingers and that are all numb. And I've got 2 tumours in there at the moment, pressing on the nerves. And some bit of tendinitis, swelling of thickness of the tendons, dislodged arthritis. So I got arrested for a few weeks, let it settle down again. And hopefully that'll do the job.
But what happened when he said tumours to you, Bert?
Well, the next his words were, well, they're non-cancerous, that's the good news. And then after that, it was just blah, 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 blah. I had to get him to repeat himself.
Yes, he had to repeat, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was the thing. So that was a bit challenging. But Bert didn't write down the word, so I can't look it up to see what it's called. Because like he said, it was a bit of a Bart Simpson moment, you know, just not quite sure. So, but what have you been doing prior to this, darling?
Digging out anticopanthers, cut 300 bricks on a brick saw, which didn't help the arthritis, just lodged it, and then cut probably 100 sill bricks with a hammer, which didn't help. So, yeah, it's just wear and tear.
At the moment, we're giving tough love. Can you hear Lucy complaining? This is what we're having, isn't it, Bert?
Yeah, and I'm not allowed to throw the ball for her. So I was being punished too. All I want to do is pick it up and throw it and watch her run, but no, not allowed to do that.
No, we can't do that for her at the moment. No. Yes, so that's good. So unfortunately, that's what it is with Bert's hand. So it's not the other syndrome that we thought it was, the Viking syndrome. It's not that.
I've got a little bit there, but nothing to worry about.
Yes. So he's on anti-inflammatories and strong painkillers, and he won't be working for a few weeks. But also, you never told. What else were you doing in the conservatory? We've decided to call our pergola area the conservatory, because I watched some English videos and that's what they call their outside living areas over there, conservatories. Yeah. And I love the sound of it. And because I love Morticia Adams and she had her conservatory, so it's going to be the conservatory. So what have you been doing in the conservatory, darling?
Well, we had a double swing set hanging on there, but Tam thought we might swing it round. So we're facing the sun, the afternoon sun, and when we put the fireplace in, we could sit there in winter. Well, of course, the brackets that were for it don't fit, so I had to make all new brackets. Of course, banging and bashing with a hammer, drilling holes, and yeah, just inflamed it again overnight.
Yeah.
But it looks good, it's finished.
3 days it took him to do it.
Yep.
So also our conservatory leaks because the water drips down, even though it's got condensation it is. So Bert's putting another sheet underneath it so it rolls down into the gutter so the swing doesn't get wet.
Yep.
He's a doll, isn't he? Just a doll.
When it's all done, we'll show you.
Yeah, when it's all finished, we'll show you. I'll give you a photo of it so far. I didn't take any photos of him doing it. Do you know he even had to make the brackets? Yes, you heard me. Make the brackets. And that also meant a trip to Mitre 10 to get big screws. We're still giving tough love here. I don't know if you can hear her, but this is what we have to do. It's really, really hard, guys. I need lots of healing prayers for you to help us with this because I think it's harder on us than it is on her. But we just can't do it. Anyway.
Sorry, Lucy.
Sorry, darling. See, this is where I thought she could just step up on the step and come up and get the ball and go down, but she won't.
No.
She does the bunny hop thing. I've organised like a step here with a box for her to come up because I'm sitting in the garden bed. She won't use it. And then what happened to you last night, darling?
I was wearing my glasses and I thought, geez, my left lens has gone a bit out of focus because I've got a very heavy stigma. And as I was taking them off, it fell out. So I was like, this is no good. I thought I'd pop back in, do the screw up. No, the screw had disappeared. So, yes, up to the Specsavers and get them replaced and fixed. Free of charge, of course, but still, it's a half an hour trip there, half an hour trip back. So, yeah, but they're back on my face again, I can see.
That's the main thing, isn't it, darling?
Yeah, just as well I had a spare pair.
As long as you can see, that's the main thing.
It.
Yeah, so I've also had a wonderful thing happen this week. I got my piano tuned. First time in 4 years. Absolutely wonderful. Tony does a great job. He really does. But it's because of the COVID and everything, I just didn't get it done. So wonderful to have it sounding even better. Yeah, still giving tough love here. But wonderful. But I'll put some footage on of that as well. Okay. So, darlings, that's been our week. How's your week been? Let me know.
Yeah, because I'm going to have a boring week. 2 weeks.
Why are you going to have a boring 2 weeks?
Because I've got to rest the old handy-mandies. Look. So,
what about your bike riding, darling?
Can't even screw the damn handlebars hard enough to hang on to it.
Yes, so... Like I say, darlings, love and healing light directed right at me. Because if Bert's home, what does that mean? Noise. Busy. Busy, busy.
Oh, well, at least I can't use an nail gun.
Oh, thank heavens for that. That's wonderful. So sending you all lots and lots of love from beautiful Ballarat. Look, God bless, darlings, and remember to do something for yourself every single day. Bye for now.
Bye all.
I have been looking everywhere for Lucy. Didn't know where she was. Went outside, looked outside, couldn't find her. Starting to panic. What do you know? She's not on the bed. Can't see her on the bed because she's on the pillows. It's the first time I've ever seen her perched up on my pillows. Don't you love fur babies?